Good evening. How are we feeling, guys? Let me know, by the way, if you can hear me. Okay. If you can see the magical fireplace, which obviously is part of the enchantment of this whole thing. And obviously, if you can see the presentation well, or warn me otherwise. Let me pull out my cheat sheet. Beautiful. Okay, we're just gonna jump into it. Um, Hopefully this won't be super long, but it's going to be fairly intense. The reason is there's a lot of detail and nuance to a lot of these points. So, um, yeah, I'm going to try to dive into those. And, if you have any questions, just post them. I did sort of compile a bunch of questions from you guys. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. And they come from a bunch of you, and I'll answer those at the end. Mostly comments and a lot of emails. Anyway, going into the presentation. So 3 parties here. There's the Hermit, obviously, the publication that you guys love and enjoy, hopefully. There's Equity Focus, the hedge fund, the Spanish hedge fund, or my Spanish hedge fund, should I say, that you also know about, that invests in microcaps and small listed companies. And then the newly minted Hermit Ventures. Hermit Ventures is our phase 2, which I will go into throughout the presentation. And can I? Okay. Yeah, beautiful. So first off, obviously disclaimer: this is not financial advice. Please, go ask your lawyers, tax advisors, and investment advisors before you do any of this. To be honest, I don't really recommend that you do any of it unless you do it full time, because this niche of the market is what's it's really difficult. There's a lot of missing pieces and missing information, and unless you do it, as like a full time thing, I'd really discourage it. Regardless, there's the 3 parties that I mentioned. Technically, 25 Delta would be the 4th party. I do not represent any of these. This is just my personal take on what is going on and what's happening and how I'm sort of processing the whole thing. But do know that this is just my personal take on everything. I did structure this thing in a sort of past, present, and future order. So we'll start with the past. The past is technically, well, the companies that we have or had in the portfolio. And I'll dive into oil for starters. But before I do that, I am going to talk a little bit about cash. So right now, I think we're